Hi guys, since I'm going to a haircut pretty soon, I hope this entertains you. Chapter 5, Rascal Comes Home. Ellie carefully laid the fleecy paw print blanket on the bottom of the pet carrier that they brought yesterday. She couldn't believe that they were about to go and pick up their puppy. Can we just hold him? Lila asked as Dad put the carrier in the trunk. Ellie been saying the same thing. It wasn't a very long drive, but Dad shook his head. What if he got loose and started jumping around? From the look of that puppy, he would be trying to climb out of windows. Nose. Ellie giggled. She could just imagine Rascal's waggly little bottom as disappearing out a car window as he tried to see what was going on. When they arrived at Liz's house, Dad brought the pet carrier in, and Liz took them straight to the puppy room. Just a little quiet, she warned them. Your puppy has been in a pet carrier before when I took him to the vet for the first set of his vaccinations. And when he went to his first home. But it's a bit worrying for him. We all want to try and keep him calm. She stepped gently into the puppy room and Ellie and others watched as they leaned against the door. The puppies were all asleep, snuggled up in a soft, wobbly pillow. Cleo was curled up around them, and she pricked her ears up as Liz went in. Hi, Cleo, Liz murmured gently as she picked up the puppy. Ellie watched anxiously as Cleo could understand what was happening. But she didn't seem too upset. She just looked up sleepily. Does she mind that we're taking him? Ellie whispered as Liz brought the drowsy puppy out the room and slipped him carefully into the pet carrier. Lizzie shook her head. No. Now that the puppies are 12 weeks old and they're starting to eat solid food, she's starting to think of them as grown-ups or teenagers. Anyways, I think she's getting a little sick of them climbing all over her. She's probably looking forward to some peace and quiet when they're all gone. Rascal was awake now. He stared in the front of the carrier and gave a worried little moan. Arrgh! Ellie crouched over in front of him, whispering soothingly. The moaning noises stopped and he wagged his tail. At least Ellie thought he did. It was only the tiniest movement. Well done, Ellie, said Dad, lifting up the pet carrier to take it to the car. But even though Dad tried to hold it carefully, the puppy started moaning again. Arrgh! Arrgh! As he felt the carrier swing. Dad placed the carrier onto the trunk, and as soon as he started the car, Rascal let out an enormous bark that sounded too loud for such a tiny dog. Ruff, 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 ruff! And he let out another and another all the way home. Dad brought the pet carrier inside. Whew, thank goodness he stopped barking, he said, as he sat it down on the floor. Rascal was going to stay in the kitchen since Liz suggested keeping him in just one room to start. Although he was almost house-trained, he might have had accidents in the new place. Mom definitely wanted him on a tilted floor. She placed some newspaper all over the corners for Rascal News if no one was there to let him out of the yarn. Lila swooped open the carrier before Ellie or Max could get in there. She reached inside, but Rascal backed away and whimpering, "Arr, arr! Don't scare him," Ellie said. I am not, Lila said angry. I'm just getting him out. She looked up at Ellie with a confused expression on her face, although she didn't expect Ellie to be telling her what to do. There was a questioning little whine that made them both look down the pet carrier. Rascal was standing at the door now, staring at them uncertainly. Hey, Rascal, Ellie whispered. The puppy placed one cautious paw onto the floor, but he was looking up at her as he did it, and then he tripped with rolling out the carrier for sleep. Ellie scooped him up and snuggled him close. You silly boy, she murmured as Rascal licked her cheek. Look, do you want to see your new home? Ellie put Rascal down and he went pattering off the kitchen door to sniff the shoes that were by the back door. Rascal, no! That sneakers might poison you! Max tried to shoo him away. But Rascal grabbed the trailing laces and ran across the floor, dragging the shoe behind him. It was almost as big as he was. Hey, Rascal, I need that! Dad gasped, picking up the puppy and laughing. I think we all need to move these sneakers. He looks like he might be a shoe chewer. He put Rascal down on the other side of the kitchen. Max, the puppy, inspected its new bowls. There wasn't anything in the food. He looked up mournfully. Soon, Dad promised. What's that schedule? Where's that schedule Liz gave us? Excuse me. It's up on the fridge. Mom over to take a look. Yes, he's supposed to have a small food of the dry puppy food now. When he saw the bag, Rascal gave a squeaky little yap. Ruff! And scampered around with his food bowl, his whole rear end wagging. Max laughed. Oh my gosh, he must be starving. Oh boy, that food smells disgusting, Lila complained, fanning a hand in front of her nose. Ellie smiled to herself. It didn't smell that wonderful, but it wasn't that bad. But at least it wouldn't look like Lila wouldn't be fighting to feed Rascal. Rascal was so excited when Mom poured the food onto the food, he practically dived into the bowl, tipping it over. A wave of kibble poured out, and the puppy sat down in the middle of it with a plop, looking confused. What happened to his lunch? Everybody was laughing, and he looked up, whining. He thinks we're mad at him. Ellie crouched down and tried to scoop some food into the bowl. It's okay, buddy. Eat up, she said gently. Rascal still preferred to eat off the floor. He snuffled around the edge of his bowl like a little vacuum, gobbling up any stray pieces. He then carefully put his front paws right inside the bowl to finish the rest. In case it tried to get away again. Oh, he's gonna get really messy when he eats the special canned food and this milky stuff, Max said, pointing out to the reading as he read the schedule. Oh, I bet that canned food smells even worse, Lila said, making a nasty face. I'll wash him if he gets messy, said Ellie eagerly. I don't mind. She was kneeling down still, and suddenly determined little paws were clambering up her leg. Ellie had put a hand on her Rascal's bottom to help him. His tummy almost looked like a little balloon. Ellie could almost sure she could see the outlines of the food pieces against his fur. He slumped gratefully onto her lap and sighed. His eyes closed almost immediately. Lila looked at him leerily and shuddered. Look out, Ellie. He ate so fast. Be careful that he doesn't throw up all over you.